Alrighty, guys. So, 4 jumper cards came out before I even started the reading, and those are these. We're reading on the karmics. I am going to be reading on these karmics for quite some time because I am karmic's worst nightmare, and that's kind of how I built my brand, by exposing these people. Okay, the first card that came out as a jumper card was this one, the Three of Swords. So this is a third party situation. We're going to find out exactly how they play into this. Okay, the second one that came out is the Eight of Wands, which is either online presence, okay, or something that they're in a rush to accomplish. Okay, now, being that it's right next to this one, okay, this can be a part of a coven. This can be a group of 3. This can be somebody that you had beef with, okay, that watches you. So we're going to find out exactly why here. The reason they're watching you, with the Five of Pentacles here, which is all about coming on tough times, hard times, transition, not having enough. They're seeking to kill your spirit in such a way that you don't get the motivation that you need to accomplish your goals. So, why are they so vested in... I just got an image of somebody like making a post that they know would trigger you, but they don't know that you've grown and the same things don't trigger you anymore. But they still have to try. And the thing is with this, they don't have a lot in their arsenal right now. Wow, these just came out, okay? A lot of jumper cards, okay? They're definitely karmics that are doing this, okay? And this is all part of your cycle too. These things are going to be allowed to happen to you to let you know what gifts are being developed. Because how are you going to know what gifts you have unless you have a challenge to bring out those gifts so that you can adequately use them? Okay? Magic is part of this, okay? Somebody with Aries in their chart. Okay, so this might be an Aries rising, an Aries moon, an Aries Mercury. Okay. This is somebody that does readings as well. Okay. This is somebody that really stays holed up in their house. They don't really go anywhere. Okay, so just to give you a pinpoint as to who this person is, what do they want? Why are they watching you? Why are they watching you? And why are they trying to trigger you? Don't they know that the same things don't trigger you anymore? Because it's like, you have to have confidence in your own spiritual journey, your religion, your faith, your beliefs. Okay, I just saw the Judgment card there. So okay, planting seeds. Every time they make a post, they're hoping that it plants seeds of doubt, plants seeds of insecurity. Okay? A plant is a post is a plant, okay? And they place it there to see how it's going to grow. What's going to happen from it, okay? They can't do anything without your reaction. And since we're gray rocking the hell out of them, they don't know what to do with themselves. Yeah. So when that doesn't work, then they go on a tirade. What else? What is their malfunction? What is their malfunction? I'm hearing the words a lot of mental health issues. These are people that have battles with insomnia. And when they have these battles with insomnia, they're like, I might as well be productive in my time awake. And usually they're up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? Sometimes a little earlier. I'm getting 3:30. Which, if you know anything about witching hour is from 12 a.m. to 3 in the morning. So 3:30, you're kind of like, you're wasting your time, because once it passes 3 o'clock, it's that window of time is over. Okay. My arms are starting to hurt. Yeah, I'm going to have to take an aspirin because somebody's doing something so that I can't shuffle. All right, so let's find out. Yeah. Maintain the narrative. Maintain their perceived control, okay? That's their objective. You see, you're flying too high for them is what I heard. Okay. Now, I saw this the other day online, and I feel like this is something that bears repeating. Consider them the crow and you the eagle, okay? A crow can only fly so high. They can't reach the altitudes that a eagle can, okay? So you being the eagle, and we see how beautiful eagles are. They're very regal looking birds. They look noble, okay? Crows, they're not the most prettiest birds. They're not, okay? And they have a terrible squawk. But what I saw is this crow trying to attack an eagle. And rather than the eagle fighting back, he just soared higher. He just flew higher. Now, this can mean anything for you. Higher perspective, higher vibration, higher learning. Okay, so whatever higher means to you, it's in the context of the eagle and how he's able to achieve a higher altitude than the crow. The crow can't maintain that high altitude that a eagle can. And then he has to stop chasing the eagle, because then he runs out of breath. He just can't maintain it, okay? So I found that very, very interesting, okay? So you're the eagle and this, okay. This may be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I'm getting very heavy Libra, Gemini and Aquarius, not really Libra, okay? This may be an ex. This may be a simp man that is working with the karmic. So what is the objective here? What are they trying to do, these karmics? Are you sure you want me to take that one? Okay. It all goes back to the whole adage of the crow and the eagle. This represents higher whatever, whether that's status, learning, vibrations, whatever is higher on the totem pole. Okay? A lot of you might be going back to school. I know I am. Okay? And this time, because of your spiritual leanings, you have gained some insight and some wisdom to how the world works and how these people work. And you won't be taken advantage of the way you were in the past. What does that mean? If before you went on your spiritual journey, you were the type to be easily misled, or hold on a second, guys, or very easily manipulated, sabotage. You can't really do that now. Or I should say they can't do that to you now because of everything that you've learned. It's kind of built up this kind of well of wisdom and fortitude within you. Irrespective of your actual age, this is where you are energetically. You could be, 21 years old looking at this video and have the wisdom of a 65-year-old, okay, because of this experience. All right. And once you get to this point here, and if you look closely, it kind of looks like a graduation cap. If you look really closely, look at what he's wearing there. Doesn't it look like a graduation cap a little bit? Actually, everything he's wearing here looks like a graduation cap, which is kind of symbolic because you've graduated in spirituality, so you graduate in life too. Okay? Whatever you do spiritually has to reflect physically. Okay? So if you've graduated and leveled up spiritually, you have to do the same thing in your physical life. Okay? So these karmics are watching you and they can't compete with you. Okay? And I'm talking especially to the ones that are going back to school, especially. I don't know why this is coming up. Maybe because it's personal for me as well, but I'm just going to go with it, okay? You see, when you're dealing with women like the karmic, these are women that depend on the internet, sex, and their good looks, okay? You take those things out of the equation, they will not survive the real world. These are women that you will not find for the most part, okay? There are exceptions. For the most part, you will not find them in an educational space. You will not find them in a regular 9-to-5 job, okay? And why is that? The reason is when you're dealing with magic and you're dealing with other people that know about magic, it's like it's easy to kind of operate in that kind of level playing field. But once you, like the eagle, soar, okay, and are not using things that are what they're used to using, they can't compete with somebody in an educational sphere because nobody's going to care about your magical workings when you're in a academic field, okay? Nobody's going to care about your ability to know what stone does what and how to mix tinctures and all of that. Nobody's going to care about all of that. That's not impressive to academics. It's not, okay? They'll kind of look at you like you have 3 heads. In the workspace, a regular typical 9-to-5, these types of women that enter that kind of workspace, they won't survive that long because, again, they are very, very much invested in and dependent upon magic, okay? So anything that requires them to use actual intellectualism, their intellect, their brain power, a show of their intelligence or lack thereof is really going to be highlighted, and this is something that they want to avoid. This is not something that they'll be able to compete with you with, okay? So this makes them very angry, and since they can't compete with that, they have nothing left to say, okay? So let's continue. If you are thinking of going back to school, I would say go ahead and do it. I don't care how old you are. You're never too old to go back to school. That's one thing I'm going to tell you. My mom went back when she was 42. I'm going back at 47. So, I'm just going to say. That's another one that came out. What the fuck? This popped out. Hold on a second, guys. These 2 popped out, okay? And I'm so sorry that this keeps on. My table is not the most steadiest, so sorry that this keeps on shaking. But this came out, and this came out. So being that they were jumpers are always emphasis cards, like the most important thing to glean from the reading, okay? And being that they have the 9 of Swords here and the 3 of Wands, they don't know how to get to you anymore. Because once you soar high like the eagle, you're not operating in their playing field. You've soared so high above that they can't reach you anymore. Okay? So think of what that means to you, okay? What's going on here? What do we need to know? Hey, another jumper. Death. What does this mean? Why did the death card come out for these karmics? Why did the death card come out for these karmics? Some past life or childhood trauma that is closely related to what we're talking about right now, okay? So if you've always been the type of person that has been taken terrible advantage of, been sabotaged, and you never really said anything about it, those days are over. This opportunity that you're getting to go back to school, especially those that are going back to school, is going to put you in a position where you won't be affected by anything that this karmic does. So you'll look at it, I hate to say it this way, but kind of with your nose in the air. And I'm not saying this in a way of you being a snob, but like, you are going to know your worth. You are going to know where you stand in comparison to this karmic, and you're kind of going to look at them as a sad little puppy. Okay? So this is signifying an end to whatever childhood traumas you have, especially in terms of speaking up for yourself and feeling confident. Okay? So what else do we need to glean from this? What else do we need to know? Yeah. Stand up for yourself. Okay? There's nothing wrong with it. Hold on, guys. Coffee break. All right. So let's go. What else do we need to glean from this? What did I tell you? A lot of endings going on. I'm also getting here with this, whatever held you back personally is dying too. Like any self-imposed thoughts of, oh, I can't do this. If it's age, I'm going to tell you something. I have literally seen little old men, full head of white hair, huddled over, balding at the top. And it was the cutest thing to see them with their little book bag going to school. I'm sure that they're not going to get degrees in anything as far as changing careers, but just to keep their minds active, because when you get to be a certain age, your brain cells start dying, right? And going to college kind of helps fire off new neurons in your brain, and that's very helpful, especially for somebody that is senior in age. Okay, so you're literally never too old to go back to school. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you're in your 50s, you want to change your career now. College is not for just career changes, okay? It's higher learning. So, whatever your intentions are, there are programs that help you out. Okay, so if you're a senior citizen, they have adult learning centers in these colleges. Okay, so I don't know why I'm very hyper-focused on this right now. Maybe because this is my own goal and everything, and I kind of like anybody that's kind of resonating with this, my support goes out to you. So tell me about this karmic. What's going on here with this karmic in light of everything that we've already... Oh. Stability. Now, usually this card here is all about the twin flame union, reunion, okay? But I'm also seeing this as actual stability, like foundation, building the foundation, okay? So whatever you need to do to build a foundation, some people it's physical school, some people it's something else, but whatever it is that you have been repeatedly getting the message to do, to establish that foundation so that when your masculine does return, it's completely on solid bedrock and on a solid foundation, not on quicksand, okay? Because this is it, okay? Wow, yeah. Major life change. I don't see this as a bad thing right here. Not bad at all, okay? Literally, God is booting out anything that doesn't belong in your tower, okay? Literally kicking out anything that doesn't belong in your life, okay? Some of it's going to be painful, but, you got to let go of these things, okay? So that you can see the forest for the trees. All right? What else do we need to know here? Yeah. Some of it is going to hurt, okay? But this needs to be done. This is so necessary. It's what you call growing pains, okay? You're going through, a lot of us, depending on the age, are going through a second puberty, a spiritual puberty, and that's part of it, okay? This is part of your spiritual puberty. Yeah. Page of Cups. This is more so having a new appreciation for the opportunities that you're getting, okay? Birthing something. Fishes are a fish in the cup for me, and being that the water is calm here, is being happy about the changes that are coming into your life, even if you're a little scared to go back and you're scared to do this, that, and the other thing. Maybe it's a move across the country. Maybe it's a move out of the country. Whatever it is, you have support, okay? You're not by yourself. What else do we need to know here before we close this out? Look at that. Internet. We have the Two of Wands here. Okay? Some of you will be working from home, and it'll be the biggest blessing to you guys. Okay? If one thing happened with the pandemic that actually turned out to be good for people, is this whole work from home thing. Because as long as you're doing your job, your boss should not have a problem with you not commuting to the office. I mean, as long as your work is getting done, it gets done on time, it gets done complete, and in a timely fashion. A lot of bosses are opting for that, So you clock in at 9, you do what you got to do, you clock out at 5, and then you turn your computer off, and you don't got to worry about fighting traffic and all of this stuff. The sanity that it saves you. Like, I'm looking to work from home. Okay, so, I'm excited for this time of my life. So if anybody of you resonate with this and you're going through something similar, I congratulate you. You have all my support, let me tell you, because I'm excited for you. I don't even know you, but I'm excited for you. Okay, I'm very excited for you. All right, so any last messages that we need to glean here? This is timeless, by the way. Whenever this is happening, this is happening. Okay. Okay. Thank you. This is not a negative card, okay? What I'm getting with this is that once you do the foundational work, once you put in the foundation, and that was 24, 24 as I said that, okay? 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, okay? You're going to see that you have plenty of options coming your way. These are all cups, things that you're receiving, okay? So, I'm not sure what this thing is. I've always wondered what this thing is. If you guys can tell me what this is, it looks like... not sure what that is. Is that a ghost? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Now, snakes represent wisdom. Okay, so again, with the educational reference, okay? And strategy as well. They represent strategy as well. We have the wreath, which I do believe part of the symbology of a wreath is abundance of some sort. I have to double check. We have the, I think it's a lizard thing here, or a dragon, some kind of dragon. Now in Chinese, in the Chinese zodiac, it's very auspicious, very good luck for a dragon, for dragon energy. So if you're a dragon in Chinese, in the Chinese zodiac, this is representing you and some opportunities coming your way. Jewels here, riches, okay. Luxury. This does look like a tower, but it looks more like a castle. This could be future residence. These are things that are also you're not aware of yet. Things that might be part of your future relocation package. Okay? So let's close this out with a final one here, okay? What else do we need? Okay, what else do we need to know here? See? What did I just tell you? A lot of this is going to be hidden from you until it's time to be released. Okay? So just try to keep your wits about yourself and always remember the parable of the eagle and the crow, okay? I don't have anything against crows, but I mean, let's just compare the two birds. I mean, eagles are a hell of a lot prettier to look at than crows are. Okay? But yeah, I hope that this was helpful. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm going to be doing all of my readings here and putting the best bits on TikTok. Okay? So, just look out for me here on YouTube a lot more, okay? Because I can really get into these readings without the 10-minute limit that's on TikTok, okay? Because here it is, almost 30 minutes in, you know. When I need the length of time available to explain these cards, okay? So I hope you are inspired by this reading. If it resonates, let me know in the comments. Give me a follow here and on TikTok, and I will talk to you guys soon. Love you much, and take care.